Okay, to paint grasses, we're going to use a fan brush. This is a stiff bristle brush. You notice it's, I don't know if you can hear. See? It's very stiff. It's a great brush. Use it mostly this way. You can rock it like this, but you just hit it at the end. We want to put lots of greens in here. Obviously, we want to keep our dark shadows, so we put the darks back in there. We want some places where there's some light greens and dark greens, and this part's really easy to do. I'm going to load up with a medium green, and you can have more than one color on the brush. That is totally fine. Now what we have here is just a base color, but we're just gonna tap in some color here just to get it covered. So I got a little bit of light and dark in here. This helps to create some texture. Light green, a little bit of yellow in here. We'll just kind of, just mix some green into it. I want this hill to be a little brighter. Hit it gently. You can get this really cool grass texture. Looks like little bunches of grass. I think we could have a little bit of white in there to have the grasses be a little bit taller, a bit brighter right on that edge where the sunshine catches it. This a fan brush is awesome for putting in flowers. You know what? I might just add flowers. I remember the day we hiked up Mount Rainier, and we were at one of the meadows at the base of the mountain, and there were so many wildflowers. It was so awesome. And there was a little deer that was hopping around in the flowers. Didn't seem to be afraid of the people at all. Kind of using the edge of it here. See, instead of having a smooth texture, it has more of a grassy texture. Oh yes, I think I have to have flowers now that I mentioned it. I'm sort of holding my canvas because it's easier to have it tipped up here. Just kind of beat it down. Now, this side should have a little bit more darker greens because there are trees over here. So I want to mix some of these darker greens in here. Carry these shadows out a little bit longer. The shadows are kind of falling up the hill. Now we need our really dark green. To our tree shadow in the same texture. So we've got the grass. You can paint actually pretty quickly with the fan brush, and it's fun to use. A little bit darker right near the bases of the where the trees are casting a shadow. I like that grassy spot right there. I have it nice and bright green right here. That looks pretty good, but I want to wash out my brush because I have some darks on there. And I want to get some more of the yellow greens. So I'll pick up a little bit of, pick up some yellow and some light greens. Kind of mix it on the brush a little bit. I might add a little bit of white to it. So my brush is loaded on both sides. And I already have some lovely texture. Let me start here. And I'm just touching very gently. This is a lighter color. I want this edge to be very light. When I touch it, it leaves this awesome little texture. I'll come closer a little bit. I can't seem to show you on the camera. But it looks like little grass is standing up there. Oh, my rooster's waking up. It's 6:30 in the morning. I just heard the rooster crow. I just touch it very gently to add a little more texture. Definitely want to bring that light peeking through between the trees here. But not too much because there's more light here because the trees are shorter, so we can add a lot more light right here. And it gives this lovely grassy texture. I think it could be just a little bit darker green on this side. So I'll just mix a little bit more of the medium green in here. Now I could leave it just like that, and it's lovely. It has some wonderful grass texture, but I want to add some purple flowers just to carry the purples of the mountain into the flowers. So I'm going to wash my brush, and then I'm going to make some purple. So here is the finished painting. Look at this lovely grass textured edge, the shadow of the tree, the little yellow and purple flowers, texture in the grass, texture in the trees, down in the valley, the cool blues and greens, the highlight on the trunk, and then the beautiful mountain. Here is Mount Rainier in all of its glory. I think I should frame this and hang this in my guest room because the guest room is purple. This I'm keeping a painting I did for myself for once. I hope you have fun painting your mountain. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.